Defend yourself!
Scurvy dog! You're hardly better than your master Papyrus when he first dared darken my doorstep!
I only came to speak with you, Commander Undyne. Papyrus has given up any intention of attacking you and King Asgore. He's changed.
Changed? All Papyrus has ever wanted was to capture a human, and now that he has one... It's you, isn't it? You're the human.
I think he's actually doing it. He's getting through to her.
I don't know about that.
It's like I said, Papyrus is different now. He's not going to challenge anyone's army or anyone's throne. You don't have to go to war.
You don't seem to be very captured, if you ask me. Papyrus changed? Codswallop. More like you defeated him and took his place. Hardly took you for a human. You're so weak. I'm genuinely surprised you've lasted in the underground as long as you have. But that ends today.
Why do you want to kill me so badly? I've never even met you.
You're a human. That's all I need to know. It was your kind who trapped us down here. Your kind who made King Asgore what he is.
I'm sorry for what my kind did, but I just want to help. I know you probably care about King Asgore a lot.
Care about him? I hate him!
Her too?
I still don't understand. If you hate King Asgore, why are you still trying to kill me?
Because I won't allow you to threaten him.
Are you scared of him?
No monster in the underground frightens me. King Asgore least of all.
This isn't just him. It's about someone else too, isn't it? Someone you're close to.
Silence, you young pup! How dare you speak her name, you mewling wretch! I will flay you alive for your insolence!
I just want to help. Don't you just want to talk about it?
Talk? About my feelings?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe hug it out or something?
Hug?
You know, put your arms around someone else and squeeze.
I haven't had a hug in a really long time.
Yeah? Me neither. Here, look, I'll drop my sword first. You can hang on to yours if you want to, if it makes you feel safer.
Yeah, I really like my sword.
It's pretty awesome. Just don't poke me with it, okay?
Oh, okay. I won't.
Here we go. Hug monster coming in for a landing. It's okay, just let it out.
Fish aren't supposed to cry!
I'm sure that's not true.
What's he doing to the commander?
It's just Corey.
I'm gonna let you go now, okay?
Okay. I can't believe I just started crying like that. It hardly befits a warrior to sob like a tiny child.
Sometimes when you hold something in too long, it can eat you up from the inside.
Commander Undyne, are you alright?
Stand down, child. These three are no threat to us. Wait outside.
Yes, sir. If you're sure.
Are you questioning my orders, Private?
No, sir. Sorry, Commander, sir.
That was a close one. Now what?
Let's just let him have a minute. I think Corey might be onto something here.
So, what is it with Alphys and Asgore? Is she okay?
I don't know. She's never told me what happened, what he did to her. King Asgore conscripted my darling to be his royal scientist, and that was when she changed. She'd always loved her work, but she loved me too. She always had time for me.
Until one day she didn't.
Yes, I tried to ask her so many times, but it only pushed her further away. That's when the fighting started. Now she lives in her lab in Hotland, while I just wish I knew why. I need to keep her safe, even though I know she doesn't love me anymore.
Did you ever talk to her about feeling pushed away or neglected? I know that isn't always the easiest thing to do, but at least then you'd know she changed.
I can't.
Why not?
Papyrus or not, there's a war to be fought. Asgore knows there's a human in the underground, and though he was content enough to wait when you were in Snowdon.
Why?
Toriel has proved difficult.
The other kids? The ones she found?
Asgore didn't want to interfere until he knew for certain that he could take you unharmed. You've kept off the beaten paths, but he tasked Alphys with finding you, and now that... As you can see, he has no time left to wait.
What's happening to the underground?
I don't know, but Asgore won't wait much longer. I have to take you to him. I'm sorry. You seem like an honorable sort.
I understand.
You do?
Of course. If it was someone I loved, someone I wanted to keep safe, I'd do anything for them. That's just love.
Spoken like someone who truly understands it.
No, I've never been in... At least I don't think.
We need to leave right away. We can take the North River to Hotland, and then take the elevator in the core up to New Home.
If we're going to Hotland, why don't we stop at Alphys' lab first?
No, I have to take you to Asgore.
You will.
Corey,
It's okay, Flowey. Undyne, I'm not going to fight you. In fact, the only reason I picked up the sword was just to defend myself. And you can take me to Asgore. I'll go without a fight. As long as we stop by Alphys' lab on the way.
Are you certain?
Yes.
Corey, could I, talk to you for a second?
Sure thing, Flowey.
Are you sure about all this?
Any more than usual? Not a bit.
It's just Alphys is really dangerous. Imagine the worst parts of Papyrus and Sands. I don't mean to be an alarmist, Corey, but Alphys is evil.
That's an awful strong word, Flowey.
Then hopefully you'll realize how serious I am.
Then let's just make it one step at a time. Most times when we head one way, we get pulled off in a different direction. But I understand if you don't want to come.
It's alright. I'm pretty scared. If I'd known we're gonna be facing Alphys, I probably would have stayed back with Doggo.
It's gonna be okay, Flowey. Connie and I will protect you, no matter what.
Do you promise that, Corey? No matter what?
I promise.
Okay then. Just remember that I said this was a bad idea when we had the chance to turn back.
Noted. I just don't understand it.
Don't you have boats on the surface?
Yeah, of course we do. I meant as far as Asgore goes. Why is he so obsessed with killing me?
You haven't told him?
How am I supposed to know what's happening beyond Snowdin Village?
Everyone knows what happened to Tori and Gory.
Tori and Gory?
Toriel and Asgore.
You mean they were together?
They ruled as king and queen of the underground for many years, and wonderful rulers they were.
They were champion nose nuzzlers.
So what happened to them? Oh, Azrael.
His death tore the entire realm apart.
But how? I mean, I don't mean to be insensitive or anything, but that alone seems...
He died on the surface, alone, murdered by humans.
Oh,
He was trying to return a fallen child, his adopted sibling. They were dying, and he wanted to bring them back to where they belonged. And for that kindness, that compassion, they killed him.
I can't believe it.
Can't you? It was your kind who sealed us here below ground, to slowly starve ourselves into oblivion.
No, you're right. I can't understand. But what those humans did was wrong.
That was when it started. Kill or be killed.
Indeed. It began with Asgore, and then spread through his land like a sickness.
But it was just an idea.
To the right mind, it's so much more than that. It didn't happen all at once, but in bits and pieces, the kindness, the decency that used to hold sway here faded.
The scarcity of food down here can't be helping any.
The underground is collapsing, or so it seems. I suppose that was only a matter of time.
Can't you all come with me? If there's a way back to the surface.
It's impossible.
Nothing's impossible, Connie. I'll speak for the monsters. Convince the humans you're not everything they're afraid of.
You haven't told him about the barrier?
I didn't want him to lose hope.
Connie?
You overcome everything you're up against, Corey, but this might be too much.
The barrier divides your world from ours. It is impassable.
What, you mean completely? That can't be right. What about Azrael? How did he get to the surface?
He observed the human child's soul. Possessing both a monster soul and a human soul within a single body is only one of 2 known ways to cross.
Okay, so that's good. There is a way to get out of here. What's the second way?
The second way, the way Asgore seeks to cross over, is to destroy the barrier completely.
That doesn't seem like a terrible idea, all in all.
King Asgore needs 7 human souls. He already has 6.
Toriel's graveyard in the ruins.
Oh, there were other children, ones who fell down after Azrael died. She obviously didn't want any of them to become the 7th.
That must have been what she meant by trying to save them from something worse. But to kill them...
This is the first I've heard of such a thing, but then, perhaps it was more important to keep Asgore here below ground. She did love the fallen child so. She might have wanted to keep their people safe.
That bedroom in her house. I wondered how she had it ready when she found me.
If Asgore kills you and takes your soul, weak as it seems, he will spread his poison to the surface. Monsters may be weaker than humans, but Asgore's hate has made him more powerful than ever before.
If he couldn't hurt Alphys anymore, wouldn't you still support him?
My feelings towards humans are complicated, but you're different than I expected, Corey. And having met you, I'm not sure I would judge them as a whole.
Maybe. Maybe there's a better way of breaking the barrier.
What do you mean?
Well, there are 2 ways. 7 human souls or a monster soul and a human soul being in the same body, right?
Neither of which seems best.
But what if there was another way? One that hasn't been thought of, or tested yet. Maybe if we can get through to Alphys, she can help us figure something else out. A way for us all to get to the surface, where no one has to die.
Whatever we do, I think we're gonna have to hurry.
This thing's still warm to the touch.
What is that?
No idea, but whatever it is, I think it's related to what's happening.
Another thing for Alphys?
Here's hoping she can help us. You doing okay?
Not really.
You don't have to come in if you don't want.
Maybe that'd be best. I know you believe in her, but she's done such terrible things. Once she tried to save monsters that had fallen down, but she's only made abominations out of them.
Are they here?
No, the monsters' families were worried about them, and she invited them here. And then, they're all gone now. I just don't want to be next.
Yeah, if she did that to regular monsters, I can't imagine what she'd do to a flower.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it, buddy. Just keep out of sight. And I'll get Undyne to let me come back out here for you once we've talked to Alphys.
If she lets you.
Don't worry. I'll look after myself, and everyone else too.
Who's at the door, Mettaton?
Undyne has just entered your laboratory, Dr. Alphys.
That's for forgetting to lock the door. Also, I asked you who was at the door, Mettaton. You gave me an imprecise answer. Is that a sufficient reminder for next time?
Yes, Doctor.
Stop hiding behind your creations, Alphys. I just want to talk.
You just want to talk now?
Yes, I'm not leaving without an answer.
Oh, so you just came into my lab and you think you could start ordering me around like I'm one of your soldiers or something?
I didn't mean...
Of course, you never mean it, Undyne. There's always some reason for why you're not to blame.
Ask her.
You're still here?
Are
Are you just going to stand there and hemming and hawing? You're all wasting my time, as per usual.
I need to know what happened to us, Alphys. We were so happy together, and then, after Asgore...
I told you never to mention that. You want to talk about this? Fine. What happened between us is that you were always nosy, just butting around that big fishy nose of yours in where it didn't belong.
I just wanted to be sure you were okay, and you just pushed me away again and again.
Maybe it was you. Did you ever think of that? Maybe I just didn't like you anymore.
Don't say that. I know that deep down under that cold exterior is that Alphys I fell in love with. The one who loved anime and was so shy she could barely speak the first time I took her out.
You liked me because I'm inarticulate? How romantic.
No, that's not what I meant.
Then why not just say what you mean? You're always twisting your words like that.
It
figures. You'd show up right now. I have so much work to do figuring out what's causing these earthquakes, but no. I'm sure this is the perfect time for a post-mortem of our failed relationship.
Dr. Alphys, intruders in the lab!
What?
These are some friends of mine, Alphys. They came here to support me.
Support you? In what? Barging your way in here and harassing me? Do you even know who that is?
This is Corey.
A human! Don't you realize? I need to take him for my experiments immediately!
What? No! I'll take him to Asgore. I told him I'd escort him there safely.
Mettaton! Restrain the other one!
Please cooperate. I may not have chosen to be this way, but I will use force to detain you if necessary.
Corey!
Just stay calm, Connie, and do exactly what Alphys says. I'll be all right.
Unfortunately, I can assure you that this isn't the case. And what's this in your pocket?
Honestly, I have no idea.
It's not of this world. At least not completely. And neither are you.
Yeah, I'm from the surface.
The surface is still part of this world, but this necklace and you aren't.
What?
Maybe, yes, you might be exactly what I need. Mettaton, bring the other one. We'll take him to the True Lab, and finally King Asgore will have a final human soul.
Corey, what do we do?
Just stay calm, Connie, and do exactly what Alphys says.
At least someone understands how to listen, and you, Undyne, are no longer welcome here. I think you knew that before you even came. Please see yourself out.
Corey!
It's gonna be okay. You'll be okay.